Hello everybody, Chris White, Killatia here with GotGame at Pax South. We're with Tom here, and we're talking about his game Death Star here. So we play a little bit of it. It's like a very fun competitive twin stick shooter. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, so at its core, it's a twin stick shooter, kind of a top-down view on your spaceships. Your dogfighting, kind of geometry wars controls, but more systems to use. On top of that, we stack kind of a little bit of a MOBA element, strategic team play basically. We construct this region of space and we put a base on either side, and the goal is to kind of spread out through that space and destroy your enemy's home team.
Yeah, and I noticed that that maps are always changing as well, correct?
Yeah, that's a big deal for us. So we procedurally generate the maps each time. We've constructed the little sectors of the map, but we randomize inside of those what base will be inside, the nebulas, the types of asteroids, and then we take all those ones and snap them together in different layouts and put the bases in different locations basically. So the map's always different. You'll learn how to do things like, I know that base, I know how to take it over, I know what ship mine is good against, but I don't know what the map is. So each time you're kind of going out on an adventure, finding what the layout's going to be like and adapting your gameplay to that different map.
Yeah, I've noticed there's also plenty of traps around on those same maps as well.
Yeah, so some of the maps are really open, just asteroids and open. Some of them have big nebula fields, or like what you ran into, which is kind of like broken apart ship pieces, but you'll still see these arcing bits of electricity that you can run into and take damage from. You'll see ore in asteroids, or sometimes leaking out of those waste pieces. So there's a lot of different elements, and we're just going to keep adding more and more of those things to keep it surprising and kind of just a new challenge each time is important for us.
And there's like 3 different classes to play in this game as well. Might tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the core game is that conquest game where you're trying to destroy the enemy base, and that's kind of a mix between Battlefield, where you're earning tickets by capturing these outposts and upgrading them with ore, and also, but the other way you can win is you can capture all the sectors around a base and directly attack it, kind of like a Death Star style attack. So that's conquest game mode. On top of that, is one of the prizes you can win. So you can win like new skins and pilot portraits and components, these augments you can do to permanently upgrade your ships. You can also find the location of one of these super ships here, and we're going to see it all work perfect timing. So that's the size of your guy, and that's the size of the ship you can find basically. And what that is, it's kind of our raid mode. So what you're going to do is you'll find a ship and you'll warp it between parts of space, trying to escape this prison space that you're in. And each time you have to get your drive to recharge. It takes about 5 minutes, and you have to defend the ship from whatever you're in. So it's a little bit of FTL there. Could be comet storms or AI pirate ships, but most of the time you're jumping live into player matches. So that the conquest mode where 2 teams are fighting against each other, a new sector will get added to the map. This massive capital ship warps in, and the yellow team flies out of it and has to protect it from the 2 teams who now have this treasure ship that they want to destroy. So it kind of interrupts the match, and they can choose to keep fighting, or they can choose to go after the yellow team now. So, and it happens dynamically. They just basically match make with a running match.
Okay, so obviously we have a multiplayer demo here at Pax South. Is there also going to be like a single player mode as well?
We don't have a traditional kind of story single player. We have tutorials obviously, but we also have a free play mode where you can kind of take in any ship you want to set it at max level or minimal points, change the backgrounds, the asteroids, but it's just a little play space to test ships and get the feel for it before you go into multiplayer. The closest thing we have to single player is that co-op online raid run basically, but that's still multiplayer. You're fighting against people, so it's all online, all multiplayer.
Okay, and when can we expect Death Star to be released? And
we're saying spring right now. It's going to be very soon, a month or 2 probably, but spring is our date. Right now though, the beta is live, so if you Steam Early Access or pre-order on PS4, you're in the beta. Right now it's playing live, you can play everything, and it's crossplay too, so PS4 match makes with PC.
Oh, cool. And so it's PS4 and PC at the moment, right?
Yeah, PC, Steam, and PS4.
Cool. Thank you for your time,
Tom. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, and keep an eye out for this game. I definitely enjoyed this, and go on ahead and pre-order and get into beta.
Thanks a lot.
Keep it here for more coverage.